The world is a different place today.
We cannot ignore the global security issue that could impact millions around the world.
Without immediate action to support developing countries, inequalities and poverty will deepen, not to mention the geopolitical divide.
We're on the cusp of not only a climate catastrophe, but also an economic catastrophe.
The inflation rate soaring to its highest level in 30 years. Costs are going up everywhere.
Food, electricity, water, medicine. It's a very pressing situation.
But we're dealing with 7.8 billion people on Earth that need and rely on this supply chain system.
We are challenged by the number of people in need.
And these people are suffering in such a devastating way. They can't, how are they supposed to get through the day?
No, don't be sorry.
We all know that we're past the point of no return.
We lost 60% over to recycle, 9% of
It's really a hard-to-find situation, and as a
and technological disruption.
Incredible inequality and a planetary emergency.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakudash. A double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching and truth and in sincerity. And the title for this lesson, The Evil Times Has Been Activated. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, starting in verse 18. Therefore hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
Now read that again.
Back in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, starting in verse 18. Therefore hear ye nations, and know.
And let's talk about all you nations, right? Because judgment is going to befall on you too. Go ahead, bro.
O congregation,
right,
what is among them?
Right.
Hear, O earth.
Hey, the second death. The second death is approaching, but why? Because these evil times has been activated. Right. Go ahead, bro.
Hear, O earth,
right,
behold,
right,
I will bring evil upon this people.
Bad times. That's what evil means, bad times, right? Famines, death by the sword, pestilence, right? Go ahead, bro.
Even the fruit of their thoughts.
Which is what? Their actions. Now their actions are about to be weighed in the form of judgment.
Heavy anti-Messiah behavior.
That's it, bro. That's the penalty for all of this. Go ahead, bro.
Because they have not hearkened to my words.
Meaning listen from the words of the prophets. Go ahead.
Nor to my law.
Nor to my law. Father, the scriptures continue.
But rejected it.
Right, and they rejected it. And so because of this rejection, that gives the Most High the green light to pronounce judgment on you in real time. Okay? All right, go ahead, Shaquan.
Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people.
Right.
Let the earth hear, and all that there is therein.
Right. Evil times has been activated. But real quick, Genesis 3.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 8.
Right.
And they heard the voice of the Lord Yahweh, our power, walking in the garden.
They, in the form of Adam and Eve, the voice of the Lord power, the prophets. See, prophets has been here since the beginning of time. Go ahead, bro. You want to add something?
No, since the world began.
Since the world began. That's what since the world began. Go ahead.
Walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
In the cool of the day. In the cool of the day. See, right now, we're actually approaching the end of the cool of the day. See, the cool of the day is symbolic for what? The prophets prophesying.
Grace period.
Right, that grace period, that mercy. But now, evil times has been activated, so now the Most High is about to remove the prophets, right? Because look, everybody is heard from 2/3 located in America, the non-elect are scattered throughout the four corners of the world, and these other nations, right? Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 5:16. Right. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad.
Hey, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad. I mean, what's the fountains? This truth. This truth in the form of prophesying. Go ahead.
And rivers of waters in the streets.
And rivers of waters in the street. Hence these camps, right? Hence these camps. Go ahead.
Back in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 8.
Right.
Walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife had hid themselves from the presence of the Lord Yahweh.
Meaning they tried to avoid the prophets, is that it?
Among the trees of the garden.
Meaning what they mingled with these other nations. Why? Because basically they start delving into these various philosophies. Right? Yes, sir?
I have 3 seconds.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's the book of Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread,
that's it,
nor a thirst for water,
that's it,
but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Evil times has been activated. See, we're not going to be on here much longer, man. All right, so you better get while the getting is good, because we're at the end of prophecy, man. Evil times has been activated. How do you know? Hey, measure the scriptures, okay, and see what the current events are doing. Right. Famines, gunplay, the Revelation 13 and 16.
That's right.
WW3. Go ahead, bro.
Now I'm just saying, like, in all these different plays around the earth right now, that's going to cause a lot of social unrest.
That's it.
And that's going to, therefore, Esau going to institute his, you see chaos out of order, that's when you're going to come bring this order, man. That's the new world order in the form of martial law.
Yeah.
So therefore, Yahweh Bashim Shah is going to withdraw his prophets from out here on the streets.
That's
man.
it, bro. Everything comes to an end. The kingdom of heaven can't be established until these evil times are activated and fulfilled. Go ahead, bro.
2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently.
Hey, measure the times diligently. So we're measuring the times with the scriptures. And guess what? Hey, according to the scriptures, the Most High is right on target. Go ahead, bro.
He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself,
right.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
right.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
And that's it. And that's it, man. And that's how you know that the Most High's words are pure and validated, because basically everything the prophets are saying of old is playing out right now, right? And Yahweh Shah is coming back, and he's going to judge on the behalf of the Most High and himself. Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 34:1, come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people.
Right.
Let the earth hear, and all that there is therein.
Right, because the Most High is not going to judge these nations. He's not going to bring these evil times upon these nations until prophecies are fulfilled. The prophets has to be out there letting these other nations know how they're going on. Go ahead, bro.
Said by Jeremiah, he was like a prophet unto the nations.
That's it, bro. And we come in that same spirit. Go ahead, bro.
The world and all things that come forth of it,
right.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Righteous anger of the Lord is upon all nations. Right, go ahead.
And his fury upon all their armies.
Anger, right? Also, WW3 spoken of in Joel, the 2nd and 3rd chapter. Go ahead.
He have utterly destroyed them.
Right.
He have delivered them to the slaughter.
That's it, in the form of the format of WW3. So if you look at it from a huge spiritual perspective, there's only two major prophecies left. There's WW3 and the Revelation 13:16, the Quran. But you can't have WW3 without first having the institute of the Quran. Go ahead, B.
Yeah, this is 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. And shall be sought of many, and yet not be found.
That's famine of the word. That's going into the famine of the word, right? And guess what? And once that famine happens, all hell is going to break loose. Go ahead.
The scripture say, there shall be a crying for wine in the street.
That's it. That's it.
Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth.
That's what's going to happen in the form of death. So your Most High is about to bring these plagues on modern day Egypt, which is America, just like he did in ancient Egypt. Go ahead, bro.
One land also shall ask another, and say, is righteousness that maketh the man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain.
That's right.
They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. To show thee such tokens I have leave, And if thou wilt pray again and weep as now and fast 7 days, thou shalt hear yet greater things.
And this is what we're approaching. We're approaching these evil times, man. Go ahead.
Then I awaked, and in extreme fearfulness went through all my body, and my mind was troubled so that it fainted.
Right, and that's how intense these visions were, because even these visions made the prophets get sick. Right? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, starting at verse 4. Will a lion roar in the forest when he have no prey? Will a young lion cry out in his den if he have taken nothing? Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no den is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Here's the point. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people be not afraid?
Right, we're blowing the trumpet. We're blowing the trumpet right now in the form of a symbolic form of prophesying. Go ahead, bro.
You know, in the spirit, we chanting this place down.
Yeah.
Just like how they chanted the walls of Jericho down.
That's it.
That's what we doing through the spirit by prophesying, man.
That's it.
Hold not thy peace.
Right. And once these strongholds, these walls are completely torn down, the Most High is going to invade.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
See, these evil times are activated from yours truly, Yahweh Shem Shai. Right?
Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing,
right?
Because he had to have it through his prophets to be prophesied first, to say before.
Just like on the left hand, Esau, Edom, how they do, starting with these international bankers, before they lay out some type of decree or order, they do it through their way of prophesying by predictive programming, by movies, TV shows, commercials. They let the people know before they actually about to get ready to bring something down, man. That's right. So that's what Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah does on the right-hand side.
But he revealed the secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Right, he revealed the secrets, right, to the prophets, and then the prophets prophesied to the people.
Yep. Go ahead, man. This is Ezekiel 33 and 32.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12. Yeah, you want to end with this? Okay, Ecclesiastes 12. I think we're doing good. I need you.
Ecclesiastes 12.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12.
All right, this book Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth,
right?
While the evil days come not.
And the evil days has been activated, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Ain't gonna trouble.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead.
Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
And that's the point. The evil days has been activated. Yep.
All right, this is Ezekiel 33. Verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice.
You know what the prophets prophesying, and these cats just watching us like they're watching some form of entertainment. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
What's that second Peter? Where's the promise of his coming?
That's right, bro. And
it
you do that because of your incredulity. Go ahead.
And can play well on an instrument, for they hear the words, but they do them not.
Yeah, so you come by the camp and you shalom. Or you may even stand at the camp about 10 or 15 minutes, but as soon as you get back in your car or you walk off, that old man comes right back. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will.
Right.
Lo, it will come.
It's going to happen. Go ahead.
Then should they know that a prophet had been among them.
And all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
Honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers teaching, the truth and the sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Humans are now hackable animals.
You will own nothing, and you will be happy.
I think that fake news have been with us for thousands of years. Just think of the Bible. You know, the whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.